Hi, Tim Russell here from Multipart Finance, and in this video I want to talk about the best way to structure your home loan when you're buying your first property. Now when you buy your first property, down the track, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to sell it to move into something bigger, or you're going to keep it, turn into an investment property, and again move into something bigger, or buy another investment property. And keeping that second step in mind, I want to talk to you about the best way to structure it. Now, when you buy a property, the traditional way that home loans have been structured was to simply pay down the loan over time. Okay, so numbers don't matter in this example. Let's say your loan's $500,000. A traditional loan, what you'll just do is simply put all your additional savings into the home loan to try and bring it down, as opposed to putting money in a savings account. So fast forward a few years, let's say that you've paid $100,000 off your home loan, and the balance is now $400,000. So there's $100,000 now in your redraw. So what will happen is you'll take that redraw money and you'll use that as the deposit for your next house, and then you'll get another loan attached to that house. So let's say that you've upgraded. So you've used that money, now this is going to be your owner-occupied property, and you're going to rent out the property that you originally purchased as an investment. And when the ATO looks at tax deductibility, they look at the purpose of the funds. So because you're now renting out this property, the loan that was originally used to buy the property is now tax deductible. You can claim interest. You can claim the interest deduction. However, the $100,000 that you've used from your redraw to buy your next property that you're going to live in is now non-deductible because it's your owner-occupied property. So what happens is now you've got a $400,000 or $500,000 loan now. $400,000 is tax deductible, but $100,000 isn't, but it's the same loan. So you've mixed up the deductibility of the loan. So a better way to do it, rather than putting all your additional money into your loan, is to put it into an offset account. Okay? So in the same scenario, instead of trying to bring the loan down, you increase your offset account. So you've built your offset account up to $100,000. Now an offset account, as the name suggests, will offset the interest attached to the loan. So in the same example, although the loan is $500,000, because you've got $100,000 in your offset account, you'll get charged as if you had $400,000. In the same scenario, you use that $100,000 as the deposit. However, because you've got a line of separation between the offset and the loan, the entire $500,000 will remain tax deductible. So that's the best way to structure it. Now, I should note a caveat on this. Pre the APRA changes that came about in late 2014, the way that we used to do it was to structure the loan as interest only, so that all the money went into the offset account. So again, the two different ways to structure a loan is either interest only, where you make just the interest repayments and the loan doesn't go anywhere, or you make it P&I. So a portion of your loan is paid off with every loan repayment. Now, what has happened since the APRA changes came in is there's now a significant differential between an interest-only loan and a principal and interest loan. Okay, so there's about a 0.5 to 1% interest rate differential. So now when you're looking at this strategy, you've got to think, is the separation of the accounts that important to pay the additional 0.5 to 1%? I would suggest no. So what I advise my clients going forward is, you have the loan P&I, which means that over time, yes, a little bit of the loan will be in redraw, but still, most of your savings are going to go in your offset account. Okay? Now, when you look at a principal and interest loan, the reason why the graph goes down significantly is that at the start of the loan, the first 10 years, the loan balance doesn't really go anywhere. It's mainly interest. So if you look at your first property you're going to retain for 5 years or so, then upgrade, you'll find that there won't be a huge amount in redraw because most of your money has been used to charge interest. So it shouldn't affect the strategy too much, and it means that you'll be able to get the most effective interest rate. So that is how I would structure my first property and the home loan attached to it.